we're expanding, and we know the universe. You don't know nothing. You think you know something, you don't know nothing, and you go deeper and smaller, bigger, you still find out you're never going to find it out. It's past finding out. It says it in the book. But they want to do it, so that's okay. Because of wisdom they knew not God. It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them. But we preach Christ crucified unto the Jews and a stumbling block and unto the great foolishness. It's too simple. It's not complicated enough. It's too easy. Even a child can believe it. Like I said, when I was a kid, Lieutenant Castro came around. Simple message. Hey, anybody here want to accept Jesus? You know, he sees you. Right? He went and he did. And you never forget that. You never forget that. You'll see him in heaven. You guys will see him in heaven. See, I'm sure he laid his life down. It's too simple. We got to complicate it. That's what happens is we complicate stuff. We make it too complicated. But a child, it says his yoke is easy and his burden is light, Matthew 11, 28, 29, 30. The easy part of it is to learn me, and it gets lighter. The more you learn it, the more he says, yeah, he's carrying this. He always had. The cross says it. It said it's finished in John 19:30. It is finished. Sight believers and faith believers. You know, the sight believers, they need a big show. And I know that there's some big show churches out there that have all the entertainment and everything, but you know, people are in there, and God will draw them out of that if there's time for them to move on. You know, Chuck Smith, he's a great man of God, but I just heard this from somebody that graduated from their school. He said that Chuck Smith said, because they go through the Bible, they go through from the beginning to the end. And they do it like every, 6 years or something like that. He says, but if you're there and you've been through that loop a few times, you need to go find a place where you grow in the Word further. You need to go out there. That's what he said. So you can learn to operate in what you know. You know, a guy, but that guy that couldn't stick with this stuff told me that he couldn't do nothing. He came in and said, boo. You know, we were going to baptize one of his adopted sons. The story was like, and he came to be baptized, and he ain't ready. I said, how do you know he's not ready? If he wants to be baptized, if you want to be baptized, I'll baptize you. You think that John the Baptist says, you ready yet? I'm here, ain't I? Right? That's it. The guy was here and he stopped it. He ain't ready yet. How do you know he's not ready yet?
Sad.
That was bad. That guy, you know, he was the one that told me about them moving on. And he didn't move on and he didn't do nothing. But he had a lot of Bible knowledge. Not to judge him. He's probably working, maybe he finally is going to click in somewhere. Not here though. But